Hello, friends. My name is Drew, and I love Star Trek. And this is another episode of Cosmic Crit Plays Star Trek Adventures, our fifth, in fact. And when the episode you are about to listen to initially streamed, 6 months passed between that and the prior episode that you just heard last week. 6 months with a cliffhanger. It is almost like Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 3 to Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 4. If you know, you know. So we are back with this episode here to resolve that cliffhanger and enter the last book of the campaign. However, 6 months is a long time, and we had to relearn a lot of these rules because it wasn't something we were doing very often. So you're going to hear some mistakes in this, and some that we gloss over and some that we don't even pay attention to, but we typically got everything good. And one other thing I want to mention, I don't know if anybody out there is watching Star Trek Picard Season 3 that is currently airing. The penultimate episode just came out the day that I'm recording this, and I'm loving this season so far, by the way. My full review at the Cosmic Crit Discord. Join it. Talk to me about Star Trek. But there was a list of ships in the episode, and a USS Magellan was name checked. Obviously, it's not ours. That is the ship name from the starter set campaign, but I thought it was pretty fun and pretty cool. So anyway, let's get into this episode. Episode 5. Let's resolve that cliffhanger.
Isn't that where our characters are? We got beat up.
The last thing I wrote down was
did,
end, lost fight in prison.
Yeah,
that was 6 months ago. The only thing I legit remember about this game is Todd plays Blue John Cena. I don't even remember my character's name. I have no clue.
Right. I need to watch some of these shows because the only Star Trek thing I've done at all is watch Captain Picard sing Rawhide. That's pretty much as far as I've.
Nice.
That's the only new.
But
thing
you got it. That's honestly, that's the crash course.
I watched it and I was like, I feel like a Trekkie now.
Hey, Todd, cover your ears for just a second. Tyler,
earbuffs.
You want to start a podcast?
Now.
So let's get back into it. It has, as we discussed before we started recording tonight or streaming tonight, it's been a little while. We've done that cliffhanger and then made you wait all summer and winter. And I guess we're not in spring yet to find out what happened to the crew of the USS Magellan as they were last captured on that moon by the parasite aliens. And it's been long enough that I had to reteach myself how to play this game before we started. So I'm sure we will have some fun rules discussions tonight.
I think 2 D20s are involved, if memory serves.
At least.
2 of them?
At least.
Nice.
2 D20s, and then there are some other D20s, and you can spend momentum. Who would like to be my momentum tracker for tonight?
No, Sco's not it. Oh, it looks like Tyler.
Ty.
So slow, always.
But yeah, because I was just like, they're not for real, right? And then I kept seeing everybody take it seriously, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm dead.
You do have a red shirt on.
Oh!
Hey, all right. No, we've done this joke. We've done this discussion. Red shirts are not always the ones that died. That was a season 2 TNG
I know,
thing.
but in this case, he just said, I'm dead. And he's wearing a red shirt.
That's true. It's
So
true.
he's clearly from the original series.
Yep.
I am. I'm an OG.
Well, let's get started, gang. Captain's log, stardate 4753.6.5. How deep does the parasitic infiltration of the Romulan Star Empire go? Does it extend to Starfleet? To this ship, my crew? I fear it is only a matter of time. But how do I weigh the ideals of the Federation against the existential threat posed by these parasitic beings who seem to have no respect for any life but their own? So, well, you guys got in a fight with these parasitic aliens, and you were incapacitated.
And just so that it's on record, Drew was having a bad day that day. We wanted to give him a W, so we let them capture us. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah. We definitely didn't lose like a real loss.
Terribly. Just
Correct.
some of the worst TRPG playing I've seen in years.
All on purpose. So moments ago, you regained consciousness to find yourselves prisoners of the neural parasites. For now, there is no sign of your captors or the unjoined Trill who was helping them, Tal Durin. The other prisoners in the cells next to you are too afraid to even speak to you. With no weapons or tools and no way to contact your ship, your only hope is to somehow break through the prison bars. Examining, you find that some of the bars are loose. So welcome back, gang. Do we need to reintroduce our cast of characters here?
I'm Lieutenant Commander Lien Zhang, Con Officer.
I'm T'Prell, Dr. T'Prell, that is, the medical officer.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Folos Andelev, Andorian Security Officer.
You can't see him.
That's right. If you want some, please come and retrieve some.
We weren't going to vote on who the MVP of this game was, mostly because it would have been just completely unanimous for
it would have been a clean sweep
character. Yeah. I defy anyone to vote for someone else.
I am Hanor Dell.
Oh, yes.
The engineer.
I am Commander Linaris Luce, First Officer.
All right.
Nice.
So,
probably currently unconscious man on the ground.
You guys have woken up. You have awoken inside this cell, and you notice that the bars are a little loose, and you don't see sign of anybody else except for these other people that refuse to talk to you because they don't know who you are, and they've been dealing with being kidnapped by parasitic aliens, so they don't know if they can trust you to begin with. So what would you guys like to do?
Did they take our weapons?
They definitely took all your weapons.
All the weapons.
They didn't leave just 5 or 6.
I was wondering if I still had my Oshantor so that I could maybe use it to pry on the bars.
I'm pretty sure that got knocked out of your hand in the last fight. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Does Folos just look down at his hands and be like, ah!
It's not here.
No, his hands are gone because they're weapons too.
Yeah.
Registered with Starfleet.
That's right.
So do these look like bars we can break or bars that we can lift out? Are these
the map makes them look like
double pin
bars.
hinges that we can magically lift off with enough leverage to free us from a prison?
The map makes them look like super high energy special bars, super space bars, but these are, we're just going to assume these are your good old standard prison bars that a couple are loose.
Okay, guys. I watched this classic movie called Shanghai Noon. It gave me an idea.
Unfortunately, Hanar, I believe your character is really dehydrated right now, so that's not going to
Dang
work.
it.
Oh, it's the best moment of that entire movie.
So how about I give you a hint? You guys can try to break these bars. You can try to dislodge them by using either daring and security or fitness and security. Because as we recall back to our characters, you each have attributes and disciplines. Attributes being control, fitness, presence, daring, insight, or reason. And disciplines being command, security, science, con, engineering, and medicine.
You said
Once
what attributes can we use?
Here comes Todd. I think this is a Todd heavy episode.
Daring, security, fitness, security. The first officer, Linaris, his daring and security would total a 12.
Ditto.
Mine is 13.
I'm not even as strong as the doctor? Dang!
Well, she is a Vulcan, and Vulcans are pretty strong.
Yeah, that's true.
My daring and security totals 16.
Oh, I think we know who's rolling it.
Yeah, and you can also do fitness and security if that happens to be higher.
My fitness and security is 14, but
yeah. So with this said, this is a difficulty of 2, meaning we need 2 successes, and you can have one other person help to pull that apart by rolling an extra d20.
I'll help. Can I help?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be honored to have you help, Doctor.
Do we start with momentum or does it start at 0?
It starts at 0. So keep in mind that you can earn extra, like every success above what you don't need is momentum.
Do I get an extra momentum for having a Patreon exclusive computer resume mug for the
Maybe if he was the DM, yeah.
Yeah, but Todd's just gonna roll those rocks.
All right, 2 d20s.
plus the Vulcan.
Here we go. 16, right? Oh no, a 5 and 11.
It's a 5 and 11, so that's 2 successes. And Rebecca, you rolled to assist and got a natural 1, so that is 2 successes.
She bends it into a little pretzel.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
It's just 1 success. So you guys have 3 successes, so you get one momentum as part of this.
Yay!
I'm gonna write it down.
So we're at 1 momentum. We're starting from scratch, right?
Yes, because this
Applause.
is a new episode.
Because this
I love
means nothing, apparently. It's just really
I love
cool.
how we just wake up, like these Starfleet officers, zero discussion, just like, they just bend them apart.
Well, I was going to say, I didn't really have an opportunity, but I was going to role play that Dr. T'Pral is going to, let's go back in time a little bit. They would stand up next to, what's your name? Todd?
Oh, Folos and Believe.
Folos.
Hello.
Yeah, they're going to stand up next to Folos and say, one of my mantras in life is that hesitation is as bad as inaction. Let's do this thing.
I echo your sentiment, Doctor. Let's go.
I'll be honest with you guys. This is where we're supposed to learn about how objects have stress, and we're going to roll that many times, but I say you guys just did that on the first round. How about that?
Woo! Look, we're out. We can walk around the room.
But remember, if you're going to run this game in the future, objects have stress. Things take stress on successes. Enough stress, they die. So
That's not impressive. I have stress. I have lots of it.
yeah,
those bars aren't better than me.
yeah.
Yeah, stop it.
Can we knock the other bars out in the other cell? That they were very hesitant to help last time, I believe.
I kind of think we just hit them with rocks, right?
Well, let's make sure. So you've pried 2 bars loose enough at least to slip through. The other prisoners eye you warily as you make your escape, as if they know something you don't.
What's the deal here? Don't you guys want to get out?
No response. Surprisingly, there appears to be no control panel to unlock either set of cells. The only way to free the prisoners is to loosen the bars with force or find your phasers. However, as you look around the room, there's no sign of your equipment. But before you can begin searching, you hear footsteps in the tunnel beyond the chamber. A moment later, the Trill Tal Durin appears. Now, what do you guys remember about Tal Durin?
He was the scientist? Is that right?
Yes, he was the Trill scientist that was working with
he was
parasites.
he was implanting parasites into
Klingons,
and it was causing them to revert to their lower molt.
Okay, he was a former initiate of Symbiosis Commission.
Yes.
And not a joined Trill. He was a renowned geneticist.
Yes.
Rebecca wrote down like a biography for this guy in her notes.
Drew gave her the script.
I'm over here just as happy as I can be.
People he's working for wanted a symbiote. Federation did not. And then we found Iconian Gateway. I think that's all I wrote down about that guy.
Drew, what tunnel do we hear the footsteps coming down?
If you also recall, you guys befriended Tal Durin. You made him switch sides.
Yeah, we're cool.
So we're cool with him. So Tal Durin is here, and he gives you your stuff back. As you pin your comm badge back on, Commander, moments ago, Romulan warbird decloaked in orbit and destroyed a Tellarite freighter as it left the surface. Their only response to our hails so far has been to lower shields and power down weapons. If you're ready, I think it'd be prudent for you to bring the away team back before the Romulans decide to get a little more aggressive.
Cool.
But Tal Durin says, hey, just so you guys know, we got some other information. So after you guys were incapacitated, those 2 Romulan parasites left. The Klingon guy's still here. He's in his quarters, asleep. If you guys want to take him out, or if you guys want to capture him, I can help you do that. Do you want to do that, or do you want to get out of here?
Commander, first things first, I believe we should question these people that are in this adjoining cell, because if they are not infected, they could be valuable allies.
Yeah, I was going to ask if, as the medical officer, I can examine them and determine what's afflicting or not.
Check their
Sounds
necks.
like
Check their necks for bite marks. It's like vampirism, right?
If you use your tricorder, you can scan them and see that none of them have parasites.
Name and rank.
Why are they acting so weird?
Name, rank, and serial number.
What's your blood type? What's your astrological sign? What's your grandfather's first name?
I think it would be prudent if we have to deal with the threats that are in front of us. These people need probably some more advanced medical attention that is not going to, we're not going to be able to, complete in the field at the moment.
So what I will suggest is, obviously, you guys have now got your gear back. You could just communicate with your ship to beam these people up and get them taken care of.
That was going to be one of the questions.
Yeah. Could we beam them to the brig just to make sure that everything's safe and secure?
Approved. Yeah. That seems prudent. Can we beam them to the Romulan ship? That'd be hilarious.
Don't want to beam them to sick bay first? I mean,
they can be beamed to the brig and they can get
checked out one at a time.
Maybe Taprell can go with.
Yeah, I think if their life was in immediate danger, we would pick that up on our scanners. And since their life is in immediate danger,
they don't have symbiotes. So here you go, guys.
Magellan, 9 to beam up.
One last thing. Yeah, everyone do your best teleportation.
But I would like to take care of the last Klingon.
Oh, man.
So Tal Duran is going to lead you to this Klingon.
Let's go.
No loose
ends. Doesn't the prime directive say that we can kill him in his sleep?
Are we leaving these people in the prison while we go kill the Klingon and then we'll come back? And
no, they just got beamed up to the ship, so they're safe.
Okay. Should I go with them? No?
You got a whole medical staff. You don't know what's going to happen down here. So here we are. The Klingon is asleep.
Is there any way? Now this is a symbiote Klingon, right?
Yes.
And we know that they are extremely strong.
Yes. But if you can get to him close enough while he's incapacitated, you can hit a weak spot and stun him.
Taprell, can you do the neck pinch thing? Can you sneak up and do the neck pinch? I'm pretty sure I've seen that done before.
Yeah, mind meld. Isn't that what it's called?
Nope. That's a different forehead thing. It's like a neck move. It looks like you're giving them a massage, but it apparently just knocks you out.
Spot gave it to a horse
knocked out. He's not knocked out.
That's a good point.
He's unconscious. He's asleep. But with a daring plus security task with a difficulty of 2, one of you can
daring plus security. Who knows?
One of you can sneak in there and stun this dude. Now, what you do with him after that is up to you.
So I've got 16.
I think we should just roll randomly, draw straws to see who has to do it to make it funny.
I was gonna say I could go in and hold my Ushantor to his throat, so if he moves.
Oh, and then someone else.
Yeah.
Karate chop.
I'd be happy to assist again in whatever way would make sense. Yeah. Maybe I Vulcan neck him and you can shoot him.
Not Vulcan neck him. That's a whole different thing.
Oh, yeah. That's during Ponfar. That's not what you want to do in this situation.
All right. A lot of necking going on every 8 years on Vulcan.
Let's have Rebecca's character assist and Todd can roll the main.
6 months later and it's like you haven't missed a day.
What is the complication on this?
So if the complication is if you fail, he wakes up and you have to fight him.
Gotcha.
Don't wake daddy.
Let's use all the momentum.
Hey, we only have 1 momentum, so let's spend that to
use it all.
Give you an extra thing, and I'll mark it out.
Go.
Okay.
So Todd gets 3 rolls and I get 1?
Normally I would say I'll allow this. I'll allow it because I like the idea of Taprell just pinch.
So I'm rolling 2.
Roll 3.
You're rolling 3 and I'm rolling 1.
All right.
Oh, that's a fail for me.
No assist.
Whap whap.
Need 2 successes. Oh, that's very good.
Oh, 3 successes. So you guys can get that momentum back.
Yay.
And this Klingon is stunned. He is full out for the count. So
we can beam him.
Tie him up with something. Hog tie him. Follows.
Yeah, I would suggest beaming this character to the brig.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just send all the other people to the brig? Oh no.
We got more.
We've got a lot of brigs.
We've got more than one cell.
Got at least more than.
How would those prisoners feel if they're in the brig and suddenly the Klingon shows up right next to them?
I like that. And then we also teleport there, roll an intimidate check right out the gate to be like, that could be you if you don't start talking. And then
it is also known as a prison ship by many.
Yeah. That's
It's a floating jail.
it's a dark. It's a little dark.
All right. So, are we good to get back?
So
to
USS Magellan, 5 to beam up.
you guys are leaving Tal'Duran there?
Do you
6
want
to
come
beam up.
Are you coming with us?
7
sir?
to beam up.
6, 7, yeah, 7 to beam up.
7 to beam up.
1 to the
All
brig.
right.
The rest to
But don't try not to mess up, because one of us, it's the Klingon, it's going to the brig. The rest of us are going to a teleporter pad.
You mean to tell me that you guys stunned a Klingon and you're sending him to the brig?
We can see the Klingon biosigns, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and send them right to the brig.
Where'd you get a walkie-talkie?
Say, we're on a CB.
It's a very old ship. It's a very old ship.
10-4, good buddy. We are sending a Klingon up to the brig there.
Roger,
over now.
roger that.
If you could just teleport me straight to the bathroom, that would be really appreciated.
We got a Romulan Smokey waiting outside. We got to get on out of here, y'all.
No
so-
worries, Commander. I'll just teleport your urine into the toilet. Have to go.
God, I wish that existed. Can you
Oh.
imagine?
Oh man.
So
Thanks a lot, modern science.
one day we'll get there, gang. One day we'll get there.
The worst is when you're like super comfortable under blankets, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh no, I'm about to explode." I
Yeah.
drank
I really
15
I could,
Mountain
I could
Dews.
really move on without any more discussion of this particular topic. Anyway, you guys beam back to your ship and head up towards the bridge to talk to this Romulan warbird that's facing down your ship.
I mean, we've not used the bathroom this adventure at all. I think I'm going to stop by the little boy's room, little lady's room first, and then go to the bridge.
Now I feel
Alright.
like we're in the scene from Spaceballs. It's just like, why are you calling me on this wall? I told you never to call me on this wall.
All right, on the bridge. Drew.
All right, here's some role play time, gang.
Oh, goodness.
You ready?
Okay.
So you make it to the bridge. The captain orders hails the warbird. This is Centurion Drusa of the warbird Decius. I believe you met our sub-commander on the Alcubierre. I know that Donal was not himself, and neither was our commander. I am not here to fight with you, but to warn you. We have a common enemy, Captain. I propose we work together to defeat this threat.
How do we have any assurances that you'll keep your word?
Well, one thing that you've noticed is that, one, this is a Centurion. A Centurion is a relatively low-level crew member, officer on a Romulan ship. And also, they destroyed the shuttle that you saw that belonged to the people that are now currently resting in your brig, scared and frightened of now both the Parasites and the Federation. That was their ship. So what happened there, I don't know. But let's see if we can figure that out.
How's the captain feel about the security officer just jumping in on the conversation?
I don't know. Happened to Warp
It's like
all the time.
Picard's just talking to someone and Warp's like, I don't trust you. Picard's just like
So what he will say in response to that, though, is this operation has not been cleared by my government. I do not yet know who in Romulan leadership can be trusted or how far this conspiracy reaches. I'm committed to seeing this through to the end. I will protect the Empire, no matter the cost. But my hold on the crew is tenuous. They question the wisdom of my orders.
Sounds like a you problem.
Sounds more like a we problem if what you experienced down there is to be believed.
Drew said the thing.
A trusted source within the Tal Shiar reports that the parasitic beings are only days away, a week at most, from activating an Iconian Gateway, and I need not remind you, Starfleet, how important that is.
As player characters, you do not. As players, probably a little bit. Like, is that very important?
So we talked about this last episode because Tal'Duran informed you guys that there was an Iconian Gateway, and an Iconian Gateway is basically a super transporter that would allow the parasites to go anywhere in the galaxy. So whatever their current standing is could be anywhere and everywhere. They've already seemed to have a pretty tenuous hold on some members of the Romulan Empire, but they could go over to the Klingon homeworld. They could hit Earth.
Okay.
So we recommend to the captain, we got to go after them. We got to stop them before they complete their task.
Captain, if they're relying on Tal Shiar information, how can we believe them or the Tal Shiar?
What other choice do we have, Commander?
could be walking into another trap, another
I believe
hot box.
Commander Linares will say, I believe we should work with the Romulans. If there is, even if this has some truth to it, no matter how thin, we must see it through or else risk a much greater loss than even this starship.
Yeah, there are Federation ships that might be able to come to our aid.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
In the old Star Trek standby, you're the only ship in the area.
This podcast doesn't have a budget for two
Transwarp, it's
Federations.
fine.
Yeah,
I believe.
Sorry, I'm still lost. Hold on. So Romulans are trying to open the gateway?
So right now we have 3 factions. You have the Federation, our people, or your people. You have the Romulans that are on that ship, and you have the Romulans that have been taken over by the parasites. So we're going to see a lot of Romulans.
So the parasite Romulans are trying to open the gateway.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Romulans on the other ship
the non-parasite Romulans are who we're talking to right now, and they share a desire with us to keep the gateway from being opened by said bad Romulans. Okay.
Exactly.
According to them.
So they say. Whether we believe them or not is maybe a different question. But...
Right. That's based on the information
Sense
from
motive.
the Tal Shiar, which is.
But it does seem like they would want to keep it closed, otherwise their people would be susceptible to parasites. Their people are
pretty much
already
what he's
being
saying.
infected by parasites.
The Romulans are hugely nationalistic. They would really like their empire not to be taken over by parasites. Yeah.
That's kind of what this sounded like this individual was saying, is that, he's not working off of anybody else's orders. He's not even reporting back to whatever. He's just, I would do anything for my homeland, and that means stopping these things.
And,
Got
and
it.
you
Sorry,
guys have already
thank
killed
you for
the people
breaking that
were,
down for me. It all sounded like very confusing stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
So as you communicate, the Romulan Centurion says, we have tracked down the gateway and where we believe the mother creature is, to a Class M world outside the borders of both of our governments. If we go there, we may be able to stop them. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
What an MVP. Got the coordinates and everything?
So he sends the coordinates to you and begins to say, I never thought I would be pleased to be working with... What? The communication cuts out, and on the main screen, that warbird explode.
No!
Oh.
Helm, back us off.
Is it clear that one side
I
of
do
it
that.
is being held up by a wire as it explodes?
Maybe a little bit. That's how space works. That's just science.
Sensor sweeps. They reveal no other vessel that could have fired upon the warbird. There are no tachyon emissions, as you would expect if a cloaked ship were in the area. Sensors readings from just prior to the explosion and the debris field are both consistent with catastrophic engine failure. However, sensors did not detect any sign of a malfunction before the explosion. All evidence suggests sabotage.
So they already had probably an infected member on board, and they just made
Well,
it
and
completely.
as they mentioned, you guys killed the commander and sub-commander of that warbird in the last couple of books.
Commander, I recommend a subspace transmission to Starfleet, and then let's plug in those coordinates and get booking.
Hold that thought, Commander. If these parasites have infiltrated the Romulans this far, there's no way of telling how far they've gotten into Starfleet. I say we keep this to ourselves for now, and maybe let's take a look at these coordinates to see if we can figure out what's going on. We may be the only ship that can stop this from spreading.
Aye, sir.
Do you think it would be wise for me to go and scan everyone on board and make sure that nobody has a parasite in our own ship?
I
Do a
would-
shipwide scan.
I would think you got time to do that. But let's take a look at these coordinates and see what is next. So do you guys want to take a look at the Class M world that we got the coordinates to?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no telling how far you'll go as you are using the coordinates provided by the Decius. You've pinpointed to the Class M world in the Moana system.
I
See
was
what
gonna
I
say, are
did
you gonna make
there?
a Moana joke?
The Moana system is 7 days away from your present location at maximum warp. It's been cataloged by an unmanned survey probe. You pull up the 20-year-old report. The system contains a main sequence G-type star, Moana 3, the third planet, and harbors no intelligent life. The planet is twice the radius of Earth and made up of shallow oceans and island chains.
Yeah. And one moon that's named Hey Hey.
I don't know what to say except warp 7.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's just warp 7. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty
All right.
good. Pretty good.
I'm putting it in.
So you're putting it in?
I'm putting in warp 7. If that's the captain.
Commander, I recommend a tactical positioning so that we can scan the planet once we get a little closer.
Absolutely. Let's be cautious.
All right. Helm, engage.
I do it.
Suddenly, your consoles go dark. Reports of system-wide outages begin coming in from all over the ship. Navigational controls, warp, and impulse engines go offline without explanation. Long-range sensors detect a Romulan warbird on an intercept course. It will arrive in 12 hours. Then your ship's sensor array crashes, leaving you blind. Here we have a timed challenge to get those systems back online before that warbird comes and sees your ship next to the remnants of another ship, and baby wants to have you pay the price.
I'm locked out of the systems here. What just happened?
The first thing I order somebody to do is to make a large sign out of cardboard that just says, "It wasn't us, brah," and
We
just
didn't do
to,
it.
like, toss it out into space.
But you wrote it in Federation Standard, and
God,
No one here know
Commander
Romulans?
Polaris is so stupid.
hate to see it. So here's how this is going to work. We have a few tasks that we need to do, and each task is going to take 4 hours time. So whether or not you get these systems back online is going to figure out what we can do from there. So first, we need to investigate the cause of the malfunctions. Do you guys have any momentum right now? You have one, I think. So let's investigate, and let's also keep track. So this is the first interval. This is an insight plus engineering task with a difficulty of 3, but it can be assisted by a player with a reason and science.
Ooh, I've got pretty good reason in science. That's a 14.
So
Yeah, I
insight
also
plus
have a 14.
so insight and engineering.
I've got 11.
I have a 14 on insight and engineering.
I think you might be the Hannerdell to do it.
I believe you're probably going to be the best one for that, but you'll get an assist with this. And again, this is a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
How many people can assist?
Just the one.
Do you want to roll, Rebecca, or do you want me to?
No, go for it.
1d20, correct?
Yes.
For assisting.
Just a success.
Just a success.
I did it.
Oh no.
Nice. Nice.
Hanner, no.
Okay.
Seth forgot what game we're playing.
I
This is
know,
Tyler. This
rolling
is
too
Tyler's
high.
game. This is where low is better.
Wow. I would tell you
Yeah.
guys to spend a momentum, but I don't know that I can do that.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? Honto just hit possibly crit 2 people, so that's cool.
Yes.
So I will allow this to succeed at cost. You can tell that the Decius delivered a virus into the ship's computer when it transferred those coordinates. So what do you need to do with the virus? You need to wipe all the infected files and reboot the system from backup systems in the computer core archives.
We don't have power.
Well, you got emergency power.
Okay.
It's like when the ship is all dark, but you still got the red lights on, and you know, it's Star Trek. It moves at the speed of plot. With that said, we'll have that take 2 hours instead of 1 hour. So here we go. We need to locate the infected files. This is a reason plus engineering task with a difficulty of 2.
Reason and engineering for me is 10.
13 for me.
15.
It's a 13 for me. I do have an ability called Jury Rig where I can make it less difficult, but it's only a temporary fix. Only for a single scene plus an additional scene per momentum spent.
So I would say that may not apply to locating the files, but it may apply to wiping the files.
That's what
That
it says to perform repairs. So, who has the best, the highest?
Seth, I think.
Probably 15.
15.
Oh yeah, Seth. But stop rolling rocks, Seth. We need.
Wait, was it reason and engineering?
Reason and engineering, yes.
Oh, that's 16 actually.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Even
So,
better.
Drew, how would this work? So, I have a ability called Direct, The commanding officer provides clear and concise orders. Choose one other officer currently on the bridge, Heinerdell. That officer attempts a single task, finding the infected files, determined by the commanding officer. The commanding officer assists this task using their command discipline. So would that mean I get to use command and reason instead of insight? And
I would say yes.
Because that would be a 15 for me.
Okay.
You can assist with that, yes.
Okay. I'm going to step back then. You roll that assistance.
I'm like, get those files!
And then this is only difficulty 2, and remember you do have momentum.
All right.
Oh, this is my game! I forgot! Why have we not been playing this every day?
Seth didn't need your help, but that would be getting momentum back, right?
Well, you didn't spend the
No, we
momentum.
didn't spend
you
it.
have-
Spend it,
so
so
you
we're
have-
up to 2.
So you have one.
Yes.
All right, so you're down to your last 2 hours.
Oh.
So now we need to wipe the corrupted files and then reboot the computer core. This is a control plus engineering task with a
Now-
difficulty of 2.
I have a talent called Chief Engineer. It says when aboard the ship, you have the advantage engineering department, which represents the ship's complement of engineers and technicians. I don't know what that does for me mechanically.
So that gets, I think, more into spaceship combat rules, starship combat
Okay.
rules, when
Okay.
you can, instead of going to fix something yourself, you can send a team to do it for you.
Got it. Okay.
All right, this is on the second side of my page. I missed it completely. I have computer expertise as well. When you attempt a task that involves programming or studying a computer system, you add 1 bonus D20 to your pool. So probably would have been
Dang.
useful
That would have been
there.
probably
Nice.
But for control,
We can do it now.
Yeah, control and engineering, it's a 14 for me. And can I use the jury rig on this one? Because that would take the task difficulty down by 2.
I will allow it, yes.
Okay.
My control is not great, so
Do you want to?
that brings me to 13.
Does anybody else have a control? Or
not better than that.
all right, then you're assisting me, Hannerdell. I need you. We gotta wipe.
Okay.
We gotta wipe this. So I roll 3d20.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What did you say? It reduces the difficulty or adds dice?
Reduces difficulty and computer expertise is a talent, I'm guessing. Do you
So
have to use momentum for talents? No.
for focuses you do. For talents,
No. I do have 2 successes. 3 technically if the difficulty is reduced by 2.
all right. So I am going to allow that to go through. And because you reduced the difficulty by 2, it was only a difficulty 2 situation. You so that was difficulty 0 with that. So you got what looks like, is that 3?
3 momentum. Yeah.
Takes
Wow.
us to 5.
Good work, gang.
Excellent.
I just hit the computer with my elbow and give it the old Fonzie. Hey,
I was gonna say, yeah.
I got it, guys. Don't you worry. Me and the
So
computer.
as your systems come back online, right in the nick of time, a Romulan warbird exits warp and closes in on your position.
Do they see the sign? They better see the sign.
This is Commander Selnora of the warbird Lakata. That sign is meaningless. Under your own interstellar law, you are charged with the destruction of the warbird Decius. Surrender yourselves and your vessel as prisoners of the Romulan Star Empire.
Send them the coordinates file that we were sent from the Decius.
Captain,
So,
I suggest we do not surrender.
And I suggest we do not send them a file which could potentially infect their systems and then make us look like even more of the bad guy.
Oh, but then we just blow them up. That's the beauty of it. Their systems all go down. They don't got shields. We're just like photon torpedo and sail home heroes.
Captain, I await a response.
Captain, we can do that, but it is what is known as a dick move if we were to do that to the Klingons. So I would recommend against it. Maybe.
Did your helm officer just call us Klingons?
What?
The disrespect.
Are these not Klingons?
They're
Romulans.
Romulans.
Oh, God.
Romulans.
Birds of prey. Close enough.
Warbirds.
I thought it was a bird of prey.
Klingons have a bird of prey. Romulans also had a bird of prey. It's complicated. They used the same ships for a while. In TOS, it was a little...
Why are their comms hot? Why could they hear me?
Oh,
Because
sorry.
they're
I'm leaning on the
walkie-talkies and this is an open channel. We've already established this is old tech.
So remember, you guys are Starfleet officers. You know that there is something going on right now with the Romulans. You don't know who these people are, but perchance you could talk to them and see if you could find a peaceful solution to the situation.
Yes, I would like to open comms and try to explain the situation we find ourselves in.
Okay, so you want to do that. So this is going to be a reason or presence plus command task. So either reason or presence plus command. It is a difficulty 3.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm not in charge right now. Go ahead.
Hang on. We can table talk.
Sure.
The captain did that little
mute it.
that nobody can see on the audio version of this.
Probably should have been muted that entire time, Captain. I said some things I not too proud of. I think I have a concussion from our mission.
Y'all were talking about talents, and I completely ignored talents on my character sheet until just now. But I discovered that when you attempt a task to coordinate others or to coerce someone into taking or refraining from a specific course of action, you may use your medicine discipline instead of command. And I wondered if it would be relevant here.
I believe that would be more relevant if you were on the ground talking to someone. I'm not sure it would work over comms.
Okay, that's fine.
I've got an 11.
So not surprisingly, I think I have the best presence in command.
Oh yeah, no, we're asking who's going to assist you more than anything.
Oh, okay. I also have a focus in diplomacy, so I would like to take advantage of that.
Yeah, we want to use that momentum.
So
I've got a 13 in presence and command. Fearless.
Why is your character so good? Oh my gosh.
Is it presence or control? No.
Presence and command.
Oh,
yeah, it's either reason in command or presence in command.
Oh, okay, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, reason in command is 11. So I think it's Folos backing up.
Actually, my reason in command is 14.
Oh yeah,
Mine's
hey, there you
13.
go.
All right. Oh,
So with that, so you're spending the momentum to use that focus of.
So that way I can roll 3d20.
Well, no, the focus is if you use your focus, whatever successes you get count as 2 successes. But that's still only rolling 2d20. You can spend a momentum to gain another d20.
Okay, I'm going to do that as well to take us down to 3.
And then another 3 to spend 2 extra d20. Because keep in mind, this is a pretty tall order with a difficulty of 3.
I got this. And Hannerdell is assisting me. So.
Tyler's like, I've been rolling ones for years, Drew.
Yeah.
Don't you
please.
worry.
I'm about to show you what it's like.
Why you should have invited me to this stream.
Yeah. This is the whole reason I'm here.
Can I also offer one other thing?
Sure.
So you don't have record of the virus because you purged it from your system. But you do have the last log entry that was sent prior to that. Would you like to share that with the Romulans?
Can we review it first? Do we have time to review it first?
But this is what was said before he sent the transmission.
Okay. All right.
Yes, that's fine. Seth, can you roll your assist?
So that's going to actually, if you share that with them, that is going to reduce the difficulty to 2.
Yeah. Knock it out the box.
Oh, Seth's already got an assist.
Knock it out the box, Tyler. Oh, look at these low rolls. These terrible rolls. They're good in this game, Tyler. They're good.
What did I tell you, baby? If you want big numbers, go to Rebecca. You want tiny itty bitty buddies?
So is that 7 successes?
I mean,
Yeah,
we're definitely in
each of my successes is 2 successes.
So yeah. Don't we just fill up on momentum then? Because I think it caps at 6.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
Momentum in my tummy. That's what my character says in the moments. Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
The whole bridge just looks at Zhang just like, what?
I'm sorry. I really do think I got a concussion when
Lieutenant Commander, I
knocked
believe
me
that is that a dick move?
Oh yeah. Guys, I'm so happy that we are not taken over by parasite alien worms right now. I'm just happy to be here, you know?
So with that said, Commander Selnora responds, "Strong claims, Federation, but we are compelled by this evidence and by your words. If you have any code of honor, we will discover this We must communicate with the Empire to see what they will do about this situation and if they choose to believe you. But for now, we are leaving.
Okay. All right.
So,
I
good work, gang.
say, Captain, would you like to take the sign we made you as a souvenir of this diplomatic encounter?
All of a sudden, you see a flash of green from the front of the warbird. A disruptor destroys the sign.
Kind of a dick move.
I take it my invitation for dinner
That
and
is a
wine
dick
will
move.
also be rejected.
So good.
All right, gang. So you did it. You didn't get blown up by
Didn't die
warbirds.
one bit.
No, good work. Good
We
work.
should
Not a
have, though.
single thing for me to heal. I was very useful.
Oh, I forgot to say, while I was making the sign, I received several paper cuts that need attention.
I can help you.
They are all
Perform
infected
first
somehow.
aid.
Linares is in traction by the end of it.
Oh no, this paper cut has parasites in it. Ah!
Oh gosh.
So, with that said, would you like to set course for Moana 3?
Engage.
No, let's go to Ryza. Whatever.
All right, so you are on course, and it is going to take you about 7 days to get there.
Woo!
So, what would you guys like to do in the downtime?
Believe the doctor had a plan to scan everybody on the ship to make sure that we're safe and secure.
I actually have some PTO scheduled for this week, so awkward.
I would- Maybe interrogate the Klingon?
You
I
could
don't
just drop me off.
So
good point.
the Klingon, so you scan the whole ship, you find only one parasite, and it is in fact in the Klingon. The Klingon has been kept sedated for the safety of quite literally everyone. But there are some things that you can try to do because this Klingon has been messed up. It's been altered by this parasite and by Talduran. You know, there's a chance you could free this Klingon. Who, remember, the Klingons are your allies. You could free
Yep.
it from the parasite. You could
That would be
study-
awesome.
It sounds
could
like a job
study-
for Folos. Punch the parasite out of him.
Yeah.
You can get more information and possibly get some bonuses to defeating the parasites if you did some scans using your high powered equipment on the ship and not just your tricorder. You have a number of things you can do. Would you like to pursue any of these pathways?
All of them.
If our equipment fails, I suggest a mind meld between the doctor and the unconscious Klingon.
That's not a bad idea. I was gonna say I feel like my character has several things that they could do.
It's
One of
Rebecca's
those
show
is the
now.
one I just talked about, right? Like the doctor's orders, being able to coerce someone into taking or refraining a specific course of action.
You're just gonna, if you as a doctor could walk in and just shout at the parasite to get out and it just like self-evicted, that'd be awesome.
I believe you. I believe you
Get
will
out of there.
find it very difficult to convince an unconscious Klingon of anything.
But that's true.
But what
Is
if she
there-
rolls a natural one, Drew?
There's nothing on my sheet about it. I'm not particularly good at medicine, but would Hanardel have any sort of insight towards parasitic or symbiotic organisms attached in this way? Because this was the result of some research by a Trill, right?
I would say that if you had studied more medicine than engineering, that you might have some expertise. You are joined, but that I don't know that would come into play, especially when you have the entire ship's computers as well as all of the records of what the Enterprise D discovered with these parasites. So you're going to have a pretty big bonus for anything that the ship helps with. This is one of the first things that we've gotten to talk about with the ship, and because we haven't really been on the ship the entire time. So
No.
if you guys remember the focuses that you guys have, the ship doesn't have a focus. And if I'm reading this correct, it just always gets that +2. So if that 2 successes. So let me reread that just to make sure that I'm not going crazy. A starship does not have distinct focuses, but instead treats every task it attempts or assists with as if it had an applicable focus. Therefore, any D20 rolled on behalf of the ship, which rolls equal or less than any ship's department, scores 2 successes. So
Okay.
your ship is always going to get +2.
That's kind of nice. And we have 3 science department. And what have they used to systems wise? Computers to aid with that, or
So, if you would like to, if you beam this sedated Klingon, you could do a reason and medicine task, assisted by the ship's sensors and medicine.
okay? So sensors and
Okay, that's
medicine
a
is
16 for me.
It's a 12 for the ship.
And we do have Tal Duran here. He can help with this. If you want to let him out of the brig. I'm assuming you put him in the brig because he kidnapped you and all that.
I have a question. Would virology? I realize it's a different thing, but would virology apply here as a focus? No.
Don't think so. No.
No.
So, reason plus medicine task, difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's sensors plus medicine.
Okay. Who wants to roll for the ship?
I don't know if Tyler, you want to roll for the ship since
Maybe
you've,
Tyler.
Heck yeah! How many am I doing? 2?
you're doing 1 sensors and medicine.
Oh, you got it. Damn it!
Tyler.
It's because I'm the ship and I'm not my character.
Tyler.
Yeah, sensors and medicine for the ship would be 12. So
Yeah, that's a fail.
it's a fail on the ship part.
Can I use a momentum since we're maxed to up my
Yeah, I
roll
would.
to 3?
Yes, it's a great idea.
Oh!
That's 4 successes.
Natural 1.
Nice.
Rebecca. 2 toots
Very
in the
nice.
chat for a 1-1.
Took some notes from Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you have scanned this, and now you can come up with a plan to remove the parasite. So this is going to be an insight plus medicine task, again assisted by the ship's computers plus medicine. You have also created an advantage because you did this. So that instead of a difficulty 3, it's a difficulty 2. The parasitic integration of the victim's brainstem involves hundreds of tendrils joined with the central nervous system. So this is a
Freaks me out.
complicated this is a complicated task. So we haven't talked about complication ranges in a while. So it's a difficulty of 2, but the complication range is 4. And what this means is that if you roll not just a 20 for a complication, but all the way down to a 17, 18,
Ooh,
19,
no.
20.
Oh.
I don't like that one bit. The ship's computers plus medicine is a 14. Does someone else want to roll for the ship?
Yeah,
So
I feel like I have
it's-
I feel like I have a high number in my back pocket, so I don't really know if I want to touch it.
Todd.
My insight in medicine is 11.
Wait,
Oh, you're the
this is
computer.
just for the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you just need to roll a low number. So just channel bad.
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20. D20 coming up.
Whoa. That'll be a
That's
success.
what we needed. That's
Is
what
it?
we needed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rebecca still has to roll.
So that's
So this is insight and medicine this time, right?
That is
I'm going to take another momentum.
I'm marking it off.
well.
But I just got, we're at max again.
I'm
so-
sorry. Hold on. What's the difficulty of this, Drew?
So it's only difficulty 2 because
Okay.
you guys succeeded in the last step. Otherwise, it'd be difficulty 3.
We probably don't want to roll extra because if we roll high on any of them, it gets more complicated. Is that right?
Yes, you will get complications on any
Oh.
die rolled above
So it would be
17,
risky
or
to
17 or
roll
above.
too many.
We have 2 successes with the ship, right?
Yeah, so really all you need is 1 success. Actually, I don't
Oh,
even know if you
okay.
need a success as long as you don't roll a 17.
Okay. Then I'm gonna keep us at max momentum, and you just roll your thing.
Yeah. So I'd just roll your base.
Technically, I ought to start making you guys roll these first.
It is. Oh no, an 18.
All right, so that's 1 success and 1 complication. So complications increase the difficulty of the next step.
Okay.
So you've got the plan, but it's extremely risky. But you
Why'd
know
you have
that
to go and make things so complicated, Rebecca?
acting like I don't remember the other lyric of that song.
Acting
All I
like
can
there's
think of is the
somebody
Weird
else
Al version.
Gets me
Yeah, I know.
frustrated.
Yeah, that one definitely.
Thank you,
all
Todd.
over in my head.
Crawl. You
Todd's
take what
here
you
with the
get,
actual lyrics.
and you turn it into.
I'm
So-
going to be honest, I don't hear lyrics ever.
It's that Avril
songs.
Lavigne song. But so you now have a plan. You know that this Klingon is basically dead if you don't get this out. He might
Okay.
die if you get it out. I feel like logically you have to attempt to get it out. So this is a difficulty of 5 because of
Ooh!
the complication last time.
You got a focus that helps here?
Emergency
However,
medicine?
actually,
Surgery?
Let me take this back. It would be a difficulty of 4 normally, a 3 if the previous step was successful, which it was, but you got a complication. So I'm just going to call this a 4.
A 4. I
Okay.
still think we should spend a momentum so for you to use your focus.
Yeah.
And another momentum for you to roll 3.
And
So this is a control plus medicine task, assisted by the ship's computers plus medicine. Difficulty of 4, complication range of 4 again.
Jeez,
That's
nice.
another 17 to 20.
Seth, do you want to roll the ship this time?
Hold on. Control and medicine is only a 14 for me.
That's still probably.
I feel
the
like that's going to be
highest.
better than anybody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a 10.
It's not as high as insight and reason. Okay.
I'm at 13.
So again, if the ship rolls a success, you get 2 successes.
Okay.
You need 4.
Okay.
Are you spending any momentum?
Good
for
job,
this?
Seth.
Yay! 2 successes from the ship.
So I am rolling. I'm using 1 momentum to use surgery or
Surgery.
emergency medicine. Surgery. I'll use
I would
surgery
count that.
focus.
Yep. You're cutting
And
this, dude.
I'm going to use a second momentum to roll 3 dice.
Okay. Wait, no. Yeah. Do we still want to do only the 2?
I
You
mean,
do only the 2. I have to get both successes for it to.
No.
No?
With your talent.
You get 2 successes if you get 1 success.
Yeah.
you want to just do
Okay.
the focus, not do the third D20.
Okay.
I will allow you, because this is a very tense situation, that if you fail this, if you want to spend another momentum to succeed, I will allow it.
Okay.
All right. Safety net. Roll it. But roll those ones right now.
That is
Well,
1 success.
That's all we need.
that's all we needed.
That's all you needed. All right.
counts as 2.
So
No 18s.
this parasite has been removed, and the parasite dies as a result of this. Oh no, not the parasite, but the Klingon seems to be stabilizing. But you don't know what this Klingon's been through a lot with all of the genetic modifications, so you don't really know what it's going to do in the meantime. So it's probably best to keep it sedated for now, and you can check in on him later.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take you guys, before we get there, I want to take you guys back to a little Star Trek: The Next Generation thing. As you go to visit the planet that you know there are parasites on, and now you have a pretty good idea of what a parasite does and looks like and how it behaves, you could do like the Enterprise D crew did and perform a little cosmetic surgery on yourselves to give yourselves a little gill action. How do you feel about that?
Gross. No. Are we going down to the planet? Is that isn't there a Star Trek version of orbital bombardment?
Yeah, let's glass it. Just glass the planet.
Yeah.
Just glass of planet.
Separate the saucer and then just drive it into
Yeah.
the aliens.
Gonna be honest, probably not something that, if I'm offering you this opportunity, probably not something you're gonna be able to do.
Yeah, I don't think any Federation ship just carries enough ordnance to literally melt all the rock on the surface of a planet. Probably not.
I mean,
phaser.
we-
phaser
Not with that attitude.
yeah, we have John Cena. I'm pretty sure that's all it takes.
Yeah, if he sacrifices himself, we just launch him at the planet and we're good.
Tractor beam through the asteroid belt, and then if you get those things going fast enough, we like jump out of warp. Boom!
See my face while I enter the atmosphere. Just
You're holding onto the asteroids on the back of the ship. The high tensile line.
With that knowledge, I think that would be pertinent. Obviously, the more we can infiltrate or confuse the enemy, the better our advantage.
Yeah, that's fine. Gillis.
do we know? Do we know how the parasites interact with Andorian physiology? Because
so this isn't doing anything with parasites. This is creating a fake gill on the back of your neck to look like a parasite to
Yeah, it's a prosthetic.
infiltrate.
True, but if it's never been done to an Andorian before and they recognize that, I could give the party away. What I was about to say is if everyone else has one, I could be your prisoner, like Chewie, wearing fake handcuffs and ready to spring into action at a moment's
I would
notice.
argue that they may not know what a gill on the back of a Bajoran or a Trill would do either. That may be. I don't know that the parasites on the ground are going to know that. But that's all on. There's no guarantee they're going to buy what you're selling to begin with. So if you would like to do that, Doctor, it's a control plus medicine task, assisted by the ship's computers plus medicine task with a difficulty of 2.
Does surgery count here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for the ship this time. And I succeeded for the ship this time.
Nice. All right. I'm going to roll. You said control and medicine.
We rolled look at all these 11s we've been rolling. 11.
2 successes.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, Todd, Patrick, and I all rolled 11 for the ship.
We're the 11 boys.
That's weird.
Just making me feel bad for rolling that 15.
Yeah, get out of here. You're not part of the club, Ty.
All right. So now
The
you
11
guys have-
Club.
So now you guys have a new option when you go down to the planet in the next.
Trust me,
Chapter.
I've got gills.
Let's all make dick moves.
Yeah.
You use that right. That is
Thank
the
you.
term.
Yes.
It's a human term.
As you exit warp, you arrive in the Moana star system and assume a standard orbit around the 3rd planet. Dozens of island chains dot this vast blue ocean world. 6 moons orbit the planet along with a ring of rocky debris. That is probably from another moon that broke up when its orbit decayed. As the captain, I'll just direct Khan, give me a scan. And this is a reason plus science task, assisted by the sensors plus science task. This is a difficulty of 0. You have full momentum. You don't really need to do this. I could just tell you what you see.
Yeah.
So the ruins of an ancient city litter the largest forested island in the hemisphere. There is a Starfleet runabout on the outskirt of the ruins near what appears to be the debris of an ancient alien ship. Sensors detect life signs among the ruins. Multiple Romulans, as well as 1 human life sign.
Excuse me?
Now, if you would like to spend momentum, I can tell you more.
Tell us more. We're spending it going down to 5.
Awesome. So the ruins extend deep underground, and they are protected by a powerful deflector shield. Hence why glassing the planet would not work. The characteristics of the structure suggest that they are Iconian in architecture, which makes sense because this is where we presume a gateway to be. And the debris of the alien ship is of no known configuration, but its composition is similar to the vessel that was found by the survey team who discovered the neural parasites that infiltrated Starfleet Command in 2364.
Which runabout is this? Is it the Nile? The Yangtze? The Mississippi?
Those were all Deep Space Nine runabouts. This is probably named after...
No, Deep Space Nine had the... Well, yeah, they did have the
they-
Yangtze, but they had the Rio
they didn't have
Grande.
They didn't have
The
Mississippi.
Ganges.
They had all... They were all named after rivers. These are all named after Tellarite rivers, though. You know any Tellarite rivers?
I don't know those.
Yeah.
I failed Tellarite geography.
Name them, Drew. Name the Tellarite rivers. Make it canon.
No. So now that you have finished your sensor scan, a proximity alert sounds as a Romulan warbird suddenly appears on your sensors, shimmering into the view screen. It swoops at you, raises shields, and powers its weapon systems. Hails go unanswered. You have no choice but to engage in ship-to-ship combat.
Yeah.
So here we go. So before we get into ship-to-ship combat, let's talk about the ship sheet a little bit. Now, y'all have looked at this as part of, and maybe I should take you guys to it, even though you can already see it. You guys have already looked at this a little bit in doing things, but you're going to see a number of things on this. One is the systems and the departments, but under the systems are breaches. Breaches are what happens, much like when you get points of stress when you take damage in regular combat, your systems can take breaches when it comes to this combat. You have a couple of different things that could happen. They could be disabled or they could be destroyed. And when that happens is based on the scale of the ship. This is a Galaxy-class starship. It is
Yeah,
a
it is.
huge, big bad boy of a ship.
Top of the line.
And it's a scale of 6. So that means when you take 3 breaches, you get disabled, and 3 more, you get destroyed for that system.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You're also going to see that you have shields and power and resistance. So power is the amount of things that you're able to do. Some things require power, some things don't. Going to warp requires power. Firing weapons requires power. Replenishing shields requires power. This is all you're all going to see as you look at your character sheets and the things that you can do in combat. You're going to see it's going to have the power requirement as part of that. So I need a volunteer to keep track of the ship's power. Similarly, you have a flat resistance total. We talked about resistance a little bit in on ground combat. The ship would normally have resistance based on its scale, but we have a improved hull integrity talent, so you have 7 resistance no matter what.
Ooh, yeah. Like that. So that's baked into the one that's on the 7 that's on here.
It is baked into the 7 that's on. Yes.
Got it.
Now, there are a couple of talents on this ship that are really cool, but don't mean anything, like modular laboratories that you can set up on your real game, but we're not doing that. And of course, the redundant systems. When a ship's structure becomes damaged or disabled, the crew may activate and reduce something that's damaged to disabled and reduce something disabled to working, and it's a whole thing that hopefully we won't get to. Todd, I'll point out when you look at your weapons, it gives you area or spread for the phasers and high yield for the photon torpedoes. You can actually see what these mean in the player guide because it's not in your character sheet.
I feel like to make things as complicated as possible, we should do saucer separation immediately.
Yeah, just right away.
Just
The budget's too small to do that more than once.
Right to jail.
Yes.
Can't we just reuse the footage of the last time we did it?
Yeah, and it has the Enterprise, like, it says USS Enterprise on it.
Earth is obviously in the background, and yeah.
Saucer separation was such a cool idea, and they used it in 2 episodes, and then they didn't
one
do it
movie.
again until the movie.
Yeah.
So area, this is when you roll those D6s, and you might roll effects. Area allows you to do, you can randomly roll to hit a different system, and a spread, same thing, doing additional damage. That's on page 22 of the starter set rulebook. And high yield is if the attack that you're making inflicts 1 or more breaches, it adds an additional breach. So that's pretty cool.
Starter set on page 22.
Yeah, 22 and 23 are where those are.
So do we need to roll a piloting check to see if we go second?
So another thing that the way this works is, unlike Starfinder, the game that we all know and love, a round in combat happens after each character makes a turn. So it's going to go turn, and it's a Warbird versus a Galaxy-class starship. So we're going to have 6 turns for a round, and everybody's got to make a turn before the next round happens. I'm sorry, Rebecca, because you don't have a ton that you can do right now as Chief Medical Officer.
It's okay. I'll just act like we're getting hit, fall around the cabin.
Can you shake your camera?
Oh yeah, it might be easier to go. Oh gosh.
That's fun, actually.
We'll do it all in sequence when we
Yeah.
get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, and I apologize. They didn't give me a color inverted version of this, so we just have this fun. This is actually 2 pages I had to meld together. I think
Space
that's
is
a pretty
white.
good job. So the Romulan Warbird is going to come in, and it is going to make an attack because it is allowed to do that as I spend some threat to make it happen. So energy weapons difficulty to fire is 2, torpedoes is 3. Just to let you guys know that information right now.
Torpedoes are bust.
And they are done with a control plus security task plus weapons and security of the ship. So again, there's going to be a lot of successes that could potentially be rolled here. So get ready.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
We're going to fire disruptors here, and the number that I am looking for is control plus security, which is going to be not control plus security.
Comms?
Weapons plus security for the Warbird.
Oh.
which is going to be 12. So I'll roll the d20 for that.
Yay. Drew rolled well, which
Oh.
means he didn't succeed. 15 on the dice.
Boo. And there's also, and I've got to find it there because my way that I do this, because I don't have regular people, and I lost my notes. So give me 1 second.
The two games where you can roll a 15 and still fail at your task: Anything by Paizo and Star Trek Adventures.
So these are talented crew. So my number is going to be 13 for this.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Natural 20.
A natural 20.
Oh,
And
it's a
watch as the
goblin
warbird explodes.
It would be so awesome if I couldn't just get rid of that and not have to worry about it.
Oh, boo this man.
All right, Magellan crew, what do you want to do next?
So we each take like an action like regular combat?
So one of my crew has made an action, so now
Right.
one of you guys needs to make an action. And this is where you can look at your sheet and see some of the things that you can do. Like Tyler has a lot of command actions that he can do to direct or override. The con officer can
Take evasive action.
take evasive action or can set up an attack pattern to set up an attack. Because I've already attacked. I don't think I'm going to get an opportunity to attack until all my other dudes do something else.
So that would be for like another turn.
Now, granted, I can probably attack a little bit more than you guys can because my numbers are lower. And
I was going to say something I can do as the engineers. I can scan for weaknesses.
That's a good idea. Scan for some weaknesses.
Sure.
And then we'll set up an attack pattern.
Let's see, sensors and security or control plus sciences. Oh, okay. No, it's control plus science. Okay, got it. They didn't give me a very good control stat here.
Do you have a focus or something that you could take advantage of?
You know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Y'all mind if I use the momentum though?
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
maxed out.
We're at 5 technically.
Max.
So somebody needs to roll the ship roll. That is going to be
Rebecca, you
sensors plus sciences.
Oh yeah, Rebecca can roll it. I misclicked. I'm sorry, that doesn't count.
Did you-
Nice try, Tyler.
Tyler, you don't roll for the ship ever.
Apparently, I'm a great ship. If anybody ever wants to ship me, I'm a great ship.
Can we go with? So am I picking a weapon? Because I don't have.
yes, you can choose one of the two weapons. The weapons are on the ship sheet, but you'll use your ability to fire those weapons.
Okay, because
thank
I'm looking
goodness.
at page 22 and 23. I don't see actual weapons.
Oh, go to the character sheets PDF, and it will have the stuff you can do and the ship as part of it.
So thank goodness, this task only has a difficulty of 1.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
I rolled real good? Question mark. I rolled an 11, a 17, and an 18 for my 3 dice. So we don't get that momentum back. Sorry.
That's all right.
It says if this succeeds, then the vessel's next attack before the end of the sensor operator's next turn gains the piercing 2 quality.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so piercing is going to.
Oh no, does that affect their resistance and not their shields? Because that would suck.
The attack ignores X points of total resistance for each effect rolled.
Dang
Oh,
it.
that sucks.
Shouldn't have done that. Okay.
No, it's fine though. It's fine. It's gonna help. It's gonna help.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know if they had like a ton of shields because shields go out before we get to resistance.
Yeah.
But sounds good. All right, it's Drew.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get some energy back from my ship after. No, I'm thinking about. I'm going to do evasive action.
Oh, loser.
Tractor beam.
Tractor babe.
Which is going to be a control plus con.
Roll another 20. I'm really enjoying.
Aim for the fences.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
Drew,
Oh, no.
Drew rolled a bunch of stuff.
I think
Oh,
that's
I accidentally
3
rolled
successes, probably.
Yeah, one of those is for the ship, so that'll technically
4.
count as 4, but that doesn't matter. So I have increased the difficulty of 1 and the power requirement of 1. So the next time you fire a weapon at me, it's going to take 2 power instead of 1, or depending on what the weapon takes. And it's going to be a difficulty of 3 or 4 instead of 2 or 3.
All right. I think on our turn we should set up. You said there was something about setting up like a firing maneuver.
Yeah, is that
before
like
the firing?
create opportunity, or what kind of action is that?
So there is attack pattern, which is something that you can do, Patrick, but that would mean I'm not sure that you can do that since you've already done evasive action.
I haven't
What'd
used
you do?
evasion. I haven't taken an action yet.
Oh, that's right, you were going to. So if you did attack pattern, it's difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's weapons and con, which would reduce attack difficulty by 1 and until your next turn. But that uses 1 power.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Is that a con?
Daring plus con, and
Okay.
you can use the ship's weapons plus con to do that.
Okay, someone assist me, and I'll roll twice here.
I'm forbidden from helping as the ship.
Yeah,
I'll roll for the ship.
Get out of here, Tyler. All right, 1 success from me.
And that's all you get.
Sorry.
So just a
Seth
single,
is also now forbidden from helping.
single success. Yeah.
I rolled a 19. Yeah.
All right, so that was a difficulty 2. So if you only got 1 success, that does not work.
How
Attack
dare
pattern
you?
Failed.
All right.
And you do, and that did cost you 1 power. So please make sure that you are keeping track of that.
Was that the first power we've lost?
Yes, because I don't think anything that you have done so far has needed it. Because yours didn't use.
It didn't say anything about using power.
Yeah, scan
so-
for weak. It says if on your sheet if it takes a power. All right. Speaking of power, I'm gonna roll to try to get some power back. Ooh, I think I get yes. So this is a difficulty 2, and I've got 2 successes. So we good.
We Gucci, baby. All right. Who hasn't taken an action yet?
It's time to
Me.
shoot.
Yeah, I think it's time to shoot. Let's launch.
Get back to the med lab, doctor.
Yeah, so
Go perform surgery on a torpedo.
fire weapon, I suppose.
Attack, and you wanna? What are you guys feeling? You guys feeling torpedo? Actually, I think let's probably just use phasers because the difficulty has increased on these. So I think for best success chance, we just fire phasers.
Also, don't you generally want to use phasers on shields?
Yes. Although
Okay.
the rationale behind that changes based on the plot of the episode, but
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
If we can target their shields, that'd be even better. So, what do you need me to do? Control
we're
plus
gonna-
security?
control plus security, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security. It is a difficulty of 3 right now.
Yeah, and we'll use some momentum here. We'll use a momentum here, so you can roll.
I'm gonna roll for the ship, okay?
Okay,
Everyone all right
We're
with
gonna
that?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not doing it.
That
Am I
is-
using
That is a
focus?
12. I'm looking to roll a 12. I rolled a natural toot. Toot. 2 successes right there.
Cool.
I've
Guess I'm
set you up
not u-
for success, Todd. Knock him out the box.
I'll do the best I
Folos.
can. Here we go. Here we go.
Knock him out the box. Hey, there's a success.
All we needed.
Yeah, there's
Didn't
3.
wait? Aren't we using a momentum?
You don't need to now since because
Oh,
the ship
well.
counts as 2 successes. So
Take it back. I'll take it
Woo,
back.
woo.
Nice.
all right, so that is let's look at the ship's weapon. You did the phasers. This is 8. So if you roll 8 damage dice,
Which is our d6s.
which are d6s, and now I got to remember what the what the d6s are.
How much power did that shot use, by the way?
2.
But it's +1, right?
This is +1 for my evasive action, so that should be 3.
8d6. We ready?
Yeah, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. 6s are good, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes, that's the ability.
Oh,
whatever
we
it
got
is.
3 6s.
No, I don't think. Is that the ability? I thought 3s and 4s are the ability.
5s and 6s are the okay. So 1 is 1 damage. A 2 is 2 damage. 3 no damage. 4 no damage. 5 1 damage
Oh.
effect. 6 1 damage effect.
Yeah, 5 and 6, 1 and 2 are
Oh.
5
good.
and 6.
So this is a dope roll, Todd.
Yeah, it really
Yay.
is.
We have 4 regular damage and then 4 5s or 6s damage. So 8 in total.
Oh, and I will also say the phaser attacks are versatile too, meaning each attack gains 2 points of bonus momentum if successful.
Whoa!
Nice.
All right, so roll that beautiful bean footage.
Me?
Oh, no, you already rolled the bean footage. How many damage am I looking at here?
7 damage, 4 with effect.
No, the 2 counts as 2 damage, right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's
8 damage.
8 damage and 4 with
4 effects.
additional effect.
All right, as you probably can guess, a Romulan Warbird's got pretty good shields. So don't expect to take this guy out right now.
I mean, that's a great roll, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should take him out right now.
Yeah.
If
Drew,
things are fair.
for the sake of education, where does it list the power expenditure on attacks? I just can't find it on the sheet.
Yeah, that's going to be based on... Let me look here.
So our phaser arrays has both area and spread. Is that something we have to pick beforehand, or
I think you can pick it when it rolls because you don't know if it's going to roll unless it rolls.
area attack covers a wide area and can affect several targets. The attack automatically affects any character or damageable object within reach. It also affects one additional target within close range.
It's probably going to be our choice.
Yeah, so you guys have done enough damage to get a breach in a system. Since you haven't targeted anything, we will randomly roll in just a moment to target a system. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out power for weapons, which
I had said let's target their shields.
to target is a roll you have to make ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
I probably want to try to bait next turn.
Thank you.
Does it still have piercing on it?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
But it's not going to do much because all the damage is absorbed by shields.
Yeah, I messed up. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
Wait. The wording.
Oh boy.
Is that the power Muad'Dib used in the book? He used the wording.
No. Okay. The vessel's next attack before the... So it's only for one attack. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Sorry. Because it said before the sensor operator's next turn. So technically on the next round, you could just go before me, is what I was thinking.
Oh, and I'm sorry. It hits resistance before it hits shields.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have... I take it back. You guys have only done a couple of points of damage to the shields.
But it has piercing too, Drew, so take that.
Yeah, so you've done 4 damage to the shields.
Woo! Woohoo!
So that works. Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tyler. I don't see power. I'm just assuming it's 1 power to fire a weapon. Because it's
Yeah.
1 power to go to warp. So
Yeah, I assume the same thing. We'll call it 2 power, but it's just not. Like there are a lot of abilities on our sheets that we're looking at, folks. Which is like it says power. Blah. It's very poignant, but
the
for whatever
weapons
reason,
don't, which is
the
weird.
what? Yeah. Anyway, continue on.
All right, so back to my guys. We're going to try to... Let me get my sheet back up here. We're going to try to restore some shields. Oh, I think I might have... I don't know that I've gotten what I need to do to restore shields.
What'd you roll?
So I've got a
Ooh.
13, an 18, and a 15, and I think only that 13 is going to be good enough.
Captain, their shields are weakened. You should just go ahead and cloak and get out
sorry.
of here.
I'm sorry, I can't actually do that because that's if shields are at 0. So, yeah, we're going to try to get some power back. So, yeah, we've gotten no power back. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's the Vulcan doctor going to do?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you target?
Can I?
So, what you can do is that everybody's sheet has basically something called, where is it?
Determination? Stress?
It's an ability that you have to basically do something that another group can do, but at a deficit. So, for example, you could basically...
There are a couple of things that I would be decent at doing. I just don't want to duplicate efforts. I
And
can
your
scan for weakness, but I think that that's already been done.
Yeah, your sheet is at the discretion of the GM. You can do other tasks. So if you can make a case for it, I can allow it to happen.
How's your engineering?
It's only a 2.
Okay.
But like control and sciences is a 12 for me. So scan for weakness would,
You also have the ability to nominate a single ally that you can communicate with and assist their next task. So you could assist in their task alongside the computer in the next turn.
Okay, does anybody need assistance?
I failed, right? My test?
Yeah, but the next person to go is Wah. Right, because we each have to go once before we can go back to the next.
Yeah, Tyler hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, I thought you started us off. Okay, yeah. Do you know what you're going to do, Tyler?
Yeah. What's my OP ability?
You can direct, and you can also override, which is attempt a task from any other role, but increase the difficulty by 1.
Right. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I remember. Because this is only tasks. This isn't talents. Yeah, I guess I could override. So, like, if you assisted me and I did, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense.
You'd have more. It would offset some of the increase in difficulty.
Yeah, I guess so. You could, essentially, you would assist me. I would do override, and then us together, we could try something more effective. We could try to create an attack run. So
Or I will let you shoot again. It's
Well, I
kind of
guess
weird
we
that you
could-
only get to shoot once per 6 turns, but
Yeah, what would it even be? What's shooting again?
uh,
Phobos?
difficulty 2 or 3, depending on if you do phasers or
We do
or photon
2.
torpedoes. But it would be a difficulty of 3 or 4 because you
Exactly. Yep. So we'd be doing a difficulty 3 on phasers, and it's control and security.
are control and security, aided by the ship's weapons and security, and aided by the doctor's control and security.
Okay.
Yeah, say go for it.
Let's do that. Todd, why don't you roll the ship? Rebecca, you roll your assist, and then I'll roll the shot.
Tyler taking charge of all the rolls.
All right. I'm sorry. What am I rolling
Roll a
again?
d20
You're-
for the
just
ship.
roll it. You're
Technically-
rolling a d20 for the ship.
Technically, your guy needs to get a little, because we used the doctor's turn, then I need to get a turn, and then you need to get a turn.
Oh,
no.
okay.
All right, Doctor, assist.
She assisted.
Simmer down now. Simmer down now. All right, we're going to do another evasive action here.
This is fast-paced combat, Drew.
Wait, I'm confused. Why do you get to go?
Because it's person.
You go
Oh.
You're
after
assisting his next turn,
Rebecca.
but
yeah.
that's after my turn.
Okay.
Get those garbage rolls out of here.
Wait oh, well, he rolled
Uh,
garbage.
No, but I got 13 and 11. That's 2 successes. So we,
Well, wait
have,
wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on, Drew. Hold the phone. Let's keep the initiative.
Ooh.
We can spend 2 RP to keep the initiative and skip your turn.
Oh, RP.
Sorry, did I say RP? We can spend 2 momentum to skip your turn.
Okay. that's fine,
And
that's fine.
then we could go straight from the assist to the shot and not
Okay.
give you a chance to react.
Do it. Bring it on.
Okay.
Bring it on, cowboy.
We're going to
Todd,
do that.
Todd, you're back in the computer.
Todd,
seat.
you're back in the saddle. Roll a d20.
Here we go.
I need under a 12, I think.
Yep. Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
didn't quite get there. All right, now Tyler, just
Okay.
roll like 8 successes. You got anything that can assist you here with?
Oh, I got
another
guerrilla
momentum?
tactics. This is guerrilla E, or maybe that's more on the ground. That's more on the ground, isn't it?
It's on the ground. That's very specifically on the ground.
Oh, there's guerrilla. Whatever. Just don't. Let me look at my character sheet. I don't think I have anything really that's starship.
Gorillas in space would be awesome.
Heck yeah.
Like Captain
Focus
Simeon and the Space Monkeys.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody
Oh.
knows that.
One of my focuses is 3D chess. We're literally fighting in a 3D environment.
You know what? I'll allow it, Tyler.
Hey, no.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I don't think that. I'm
I don't
not
think-
going to
I don't
allow that
think
because
so.
you're already getting an assist from another character.
Tyler,
Yeah.
You get a hero point for that. That was a good idea.
Oh, you're too kind.
Taking over this.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's gonna do it, folks.
Don't think you've got it, gang. I don't think
I
you've
don't
got
think
it.
we got it. I think that shot goes wide.
I thought you were good at rolling bad with this character, Tyler. What happened?
Hey, to be fair, if this was a skill I was
foul.
good at, I would have succeeded. This is only because Not that great at this.
I hate to break it to you, gang, but we're going to shoot again because y'all have upset these Romulans, and this is going to be the last turn of round 1. So here we go.
You said you were going to evasive action, Drew.
Yeah.
I get to change my mind.
Lies.
Oh, no.
Slander.
Oh, would you look at that? 4 successes. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage of too many windows open here. So this is these are the disruptors. This is a 10 dice with a vicious 1.
Not disruptor. Oh, that's a lot of 3s and 4s.
That's a lot of 3s.
So
we got
nothing. Let's see. Nothing,
one
nothing.
vicious.
1, 3,
Three.
nothing.
Wow.
4, 5,
Four vicious.
6, nothing.
Wait, so yeah, so that's
6.
6, but with 3 vicious 1s.
What
And
does
let me look
vicious
up-
do?
So it takes it up to 9.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that's a 9 damage. Starfleet.
Okay, so our ship has 7 resistance. So
The resistance is after the shields. So we're going to take
No,
9 to our
resistance is before,
shields.
resistance is before shields.
yeah,
Oh, it is
Tyler.
before shields.
Go back to
Oh.
Starfleet Academy, Tyler.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought somebody said it was after shields. My bad.
Yeah,
bad.
and then I said I was wrong.
So we're taking 2
What?
shield damage.
2 shield damage.
Okay.
All right, at the start of round 2, here we go.
Everyone's
Suddenly-
taking an action, yeah?
I actually didn't realize that was still round 1, but I could have saved us some momentum to keep the initiative as my talent.
Next time.
Suddenly, another warbird appears on screen.
Oh, boo.
This one could be
Just-
friendly. You never know.
I forgot to ask. Can we make? I want to make a scan of both these warboards to see if either of them have like trace remnants of potentially a cardboard sign that would have been disintegrated.
The new warbird is hailing you.
What's the captain say? Captain, can we
On
take
screen.
that call? Is that cool? You're
On
not Captain
screen.
Tyler.
On screen. Federation Starship Magellan, this is the warbird Lakata. We have taken your plea to the High Council, the Imperial Command, whatever, it's late. We are here to assist you in this fight. Other warbird, stand down. And they focus their weapons on this other warbird and fire.
Whoa!
Well, so they said stand down and then just shot. That's hardcore.
They're Romulans, they do that.
Stand down with this missile in your face. Take that missile. Stand down.
All right, so that's definitely some more beautiful bean footage. Now I'm going to do more damage to my own ship. Love it. I should have made you guys roll for it.
All right,
Yeah, we would have done much
increased.
worse. Thank you.
Yeah, Drew rolling real low. All of a sudden.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted.
Real low.
That's also a terrible roll.
It's a terrible roll. Terrible.
Not
1,
nothing.
2,
1, 3.
5.
Oh, a lot of 2s though.
Oh, no. That's a lot. That's
7,
9, right?
9, but no vicious. So just a straight 9.
Which is not going to do a terribly large amount of damage.
If you were to say that we did about 9 damage and it got reduced by some number of resistance,
What
how
would
much?
that be? What'd that number be?
What would that number be? I bet they have resistance like 5.
Well,
Six.
no, they have resistance 6, much like you do, because you're the same.
We have 7.
Because you
So
have a
good.
special talent that gives you that.
Yeah,
We're so
yeah,
good.
Yeah. You're just so good.
All right, round 2. The Romulans get a chance to. The bad guy Romulans get a chance to respond, and they're going to fire at you guys again.
They
Sorry,
We didn't get an action, though.
because that last action was the last action of round 1.
They still... Oh, they start off.
Yeah.
They start round 2. So here it comes, Starfleet.
I don't remember rolling initiative. Agreeing to this initiative roll.
That is going to be a success. Yes.
Nothing special up.
All right, here we go. I need my dice roller. I have to type it in because it's so many d6.
No vicious
2,
at
3,
all.
4, 5, 6,
Oh, you like to see it.
7, 8, 9. Another 9 damage.
Very consistent on the 9 damage, I must say.
It is a little weird, huh?
Yeah.
Little
Is this a pre-written script?
All right, Starfleet, what you gonna do?
All right, I'm sick of Drew hitting us. I want to try an evasive action.
Get us moving.
What?
Who hasn't been banned from rolling for the ship? I think only Rebecca
I'll
hasn't
roll.
been. Yeah,
I'll
Rebecca has not been banned. We're all currently banned. So if Rebecca rolls poorly here, we're all released from the band. Nope, it's Rebecca all the way. Well done. So 2 successes there.
Yeah, how many do we need for this action? I'm not seeing it.
Evasive? I think just 2. Have to take a look.
Difficulty of 1, assisted by the ship structure and con. So you still have to have a success for her successes to count.
Okay.
1 success.
And this is con
And control.
control. Okay. Let me roll those.
It's actually pronounced con.
Oh boy. All right, there's the success.
Oh, there we go.
2
Nice.
on the dice. Now, how much momentum do we have?
2.
If we want to spend said momentum, I have precise evasion, which means we don't suffer any increased difficulty for attacks caused by this maneuver.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Does this last the entire turn?
And I think you got some momentum. You got a momentum back from that because remember the ship's successes count as 2.
Okay, so we'd have 1 left.
1 left. Okay, yeah, let's. I would say burn it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, that's my turn. True.
All right, so the good guy warbird that we like, our friends, they are going to set up an attack pattern.
This game has a lot of D20s hitting the table, folks. It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good on that. So they're going to have an attack pattern set up for the next time they attack. The good old Roms, the bad guy Roms, are not Rom from Deep Space Nine, the Ferengi
Nice.
bartender/engineer. We're going to try to regenerate shields.
Are communications from Romulans called romcoms?
Oh.
Yes. And they hate
Todd loving that one. Todd's like, I'm stealing that, Seth.
Well done. Well
It's
done.
late. It's late. I can attack people with goofy jokes, and it might work.
Yeah, you rolled some 5s and 6s on the joke damage there.
All right, so the Romulans have gotten a good bit of power back with that.
It's not going to help you, Romulans.
Starship Magellan.
Want to go next?
So you, I don't know, shoot. Let's
Should we
shoot.
target first? Does everybody want to try that action?
Oh yeah, does Hannerdale want to try to do what you did last time?
I think my time might be best spent restoring power before that becomes an issue.
Oh.
I can scan for weakness. Would that be a useful thing to do?
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry, Drew. Is that going to be at a difficulty? I don't know what counts as.
No, I'll
Pass.
allow it. I'll allow it. You're standing in as science officer. Spock would do that. He's not a doctor. You're on the bridge.
Okay, so control and science. And do I get an assist from the ship?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sensors and security.
I will roll the ship, and I will succeed. I did not succeed.
Why do you always lie to us?
Oh no, I didn't succeed either.
Oh, jeez.
no. So what that
Natural
what
20.
what this natural 20 means is that the next time you try to do that, the difficulty of whatever you're trying to do that is outside of your specific scope goes up by 1.
All right,
Get back to the med
trying
lab,
to help.
Rebecca! God!
Why is Deanna Troy on the bridge during combat?
Yeah, you're about as useful as saying, I sense much frustration, Captain.
They're angry at us.
So with that said, the bad guy Romulans, they're back up and they are going to set up. Did I do an attack pattern for them last time? No, I restored power last time. Let's do an attack pattern.
Oh, those are good rolls.
Yep, looks like we got enough successes there. So their next attack, they are going to get some bonuses. Good guy Romulans are just going to shoot at these dudes. So,
I like them. They're helpers. Wow, what a roll.
wow.
Couple of successes, and they have the attack pattern up as well.
Yeah, and their attack pattern,
Good guys.
yeah, here we go. Roll 10d6.
I'm looking for all 6s. 10 sixes. Well, I see a lot of 5s and 6s. Holy
my
moly.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm tired.
That's effective. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 by my count.
15 with how many viciouses?
That's with the vicious.
That's with the vicious.
So 15 damage.
Looks like it.
Ooh, let's see that beautiful bean footage.
I'm going to check. I want to just check some momentum spends here because I think.
What's the shields looking like?
I don't think you can spend momentum on the other Romulan ship.
Oh, right. I forgot that we're not being cool right now. They're being cool. Fair enough.
All right, so this ship has a resistance of 6, so that is a bunch of damage going through the shields, and we've got some systems getting affected.
We got a breach.
We got some breaches.
Oh, their shields are down. Let's go for it.
Who wants to roll a d20 to see what system's going down?
Not me. Rose goes.
Todd's raising his hand. He's got
I'll
it.
do it. I'll do it.
Roll,
Go ahead,
roll a d20 to tell me what system is being affected by a breach.
You can't see me.
That would be going for.
Oh, yeah.
It's like System 16 is going down.
System 16 is part of the structure of the ship, the
Oh.
actual
Oh.
structure of the ship itself.
Blast
And-
them decks.
And this warbird
It's a
noticing,
deck move.
because this is its ability, or its turn, seeing that it's being faced down by these two and noticing that it's getting hammered by these two ships, warps away. To try
Oh, don't
to-
say that. You have bad guys run away all the time.
I want to shoot them again. Give us another shot.
Yeah, do we get an attack of opportunity because it's moving out?
Yeah,
of
yeah,
threatened
they moved
space?
through our space.
Yeah.
So, with that said, the Lakata, the warbird that has come to your assistance, hails you and says, Federation starship, we don't know how much time they are going to be gone before they return, and if they are going to be bringing any help with them. Get down to that planet and do what you must to stop these parasites.
Wait, do we still have our prosthetics on? Do we have that on already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so they're like looking at us. We have all got gills and stuff.
No, so the
Edited.
gill it's a little thing that pokes out right here on your
Oh,
neck.
okay,
You wouldn't be able to
okay.
see it.
We're definitely
called-
not.
We're sending
The
edited.
parasites are sometimes known in the fandom as the bluegill parasites because the little thing that sticks out of the back of your neck has gills on it. But that's going to be a to be continued,
I swear
or
to
should
you,
I say,
true.
to be concluded.
Oh.
I think that's
Not if we can help it.
copywritten.
Yeah, I am suing the Star Trek Adventures, Cosmic Crit Plays Star Trek Adventures True, taking you to court.
Just really quick while we're live, let's see. February, March, April, May.
Play again in
June,
August?
July, August.
Yeah.
I'm
it's nice.
free August 19th.
I'm out the entire month. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So let's just take it into September then. How
February
about
2024.
Valentine's Day special.
Oh, starship combat always so thrilling. And you may wonder, Drew, this was the last stream you guys did back in February. What happens next? Where do I go to hear the finale of this? Well, tune in next week for the never before listened to finale of Cosmic Crit Plays Star Trek Adventures. We wrap up the campaign and put a nice little bow on the end of the Star Trek Adventures starter set by Modifius Entertainment. I cannot wait for you guys to hear it because no one has heard it before. Of course, I want to thank my cast and crew, and I want to give a special thanks to Mr. Todd A. Davis of the Computer Resume podcast, our Folos, our security chief who is in there slicing up Romulans and firing phasers and just bringing a lot of fun to this game. You can find his Star Trek podcast, Computer Resume, anywhere Star Trek podcasts and other podcasts are downloaded. With that said, check us out for everything else we do at CosmicCrit.com. Tweet to us at CosmicCrit. And of course, join our Discord. A link is available on our CosmicCrit.com website because there are all sorts of conversations happening about Starfinder, Pathfinder, Star Trek, and just about everything else. So come and check us out, and we will see you next week. Live long and prosper.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.